fan of softball, then you are going to love the Fastpitch TV show. We're bringing you more interviews, more videos, and more product reviews than anyone else on the planet. Sit back and get ready. Here's the Fastpitch TV show.
Hello and welcome to the Fastpitch TV show. I'm your host, Gary Leland. Now, if you found our show on Facebook, your Apple TV, or any other video sharing device, please check out my website at fastpitch.tv. It's the home of the Fastpitch TV network and the place to find all of my softball video channels and softball blogs. Now, at this time, there are 7 different video channels there and 11 different blogs on the website. And all of these blogs and video channels, they're all dedicated to one thing and one thing only. And that one thing, that's Fastpitch softball. Now, I was at Softball Con. It was held in Louisville, Kentucky earlier this year. And let me tell you right now, it's a great convention. You really need to go. And you should check out their website. Their website is located at www.softballcon.net. Now, this week, I'm going to be showing you part 4 of a clinic I filmed with Jessica Mendoza. It was a great clinic on slapping. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, part 2, or part 3, I'd recommend before you watch part 4, you may want to go back and start with episode 200, watch 200, 201, and 202 first. Then come back and watch episode 203, which is this one. Now, I'll bring you part 4 of Jessica's clinic on slapping right after this word from my sponsor.
Do you need a softball bat? Do you want to save $30? SoftballJunk.com is offering an additional $30 discount off the price of all non-sale softball bats on their website. That's right, $30. So the next time you buy a bat, go to SoftballJunk.com and enter the code FPTV30 during checkout. And wham! You just put a cool $30 in your pocket.
And if we get through that, we can maybe have a couple others.
We had a middle school team, so 6, 7, 8 years. Do you switch them and teach them to bat left-handed first? Or do you just go straight into the slap? And then go into the
I would always teach them to hit first. And that's just because of the hand-eye coordination, the comfort. I've noticed it's so much harder to get a slapper to hit than a hitter to slap. But everyone's different. There might be some you might never get them to hit, but you can try to get them slapping. But I would always say hit first, definitely.
How do you, go through a practice? When we set up our hitting station, it seems like we're setting up this hitting station and, oh yeah, we didn't do anything for a slapper. You know, she's got some things she can do in some of the stations, but I always feel like I'm alienating them and that, or I'm going to have to put them over here on their own, doing their own thing, because we only have a couple of them that can possibly slap. I think my hardest thing is getting to a practice to slap. Did you do extra on your own, or?
Yeah, I did a ton of extra on my own first. Before I then would, like if we were doing a hitting round with our head coach, and we had 3 rounds of 5, then my first round of 5 would be strictly short game. So he could see that short game, and then we rotate. And then the second and third round would be on hitting. I still did that today. My whole first round is dedicated to that. Now, when I'm learning, I went out early, got more one-on-one time, and I know not every athlete's going to want to do that. But I do think they need their own time, because I think you, as a head coach or someone that's trying to work with a slew of hitters, it's harder to break down the beginner slapper in a whole practice when everyone else is supposed to be rotating and circling in. So it's usually better to have them, but if they're on their own, I mean, I know not everyone's able to do this, but they need to be watched by somebody. So maybe you give up the main hitters for a day, a week, and you take that slapping station, and you're literally working on, okay, let's start off with tee, getting those contact points, then maybe just going off a front toss and just getting to here, and then now they can go to live or however you do it. Wow. You guys feel that informed? Covered everything? My dad, I probably overwhelmed you with too much information. That's me though, I'm nerdy. I'll give you, this thing was 5 pages when I sent it. And then Matt and Aaron showed me all the other outlines. And they were all too. I was like, all right, nerd girl, please shorten it.
What about contact on the crossover?
Contact what? Sorry.
And when you do the crossover, as soon as you make that crossover step.
What are you asking me? When?
The timing of the contract.
The timing of the contract? So basically, so I'm here, and then as my foot comes, so does the back. So I'm basically plant, almost similar to like what my front foot would be like in a swing. It's coming forward, or my foot's coming forward, my hands are staying back, and as soon as I get to contact, it's almost like my small whip, similar to hitting, that I use.
Where's your flat foot at the connection to the batter's box?
Where is my crossover foot? In relation to the batter's box, I am, can you see this plate right here? So where my crossover foot ends up, because I stay in the same spot where I'm hitting. So that's another thing I didn't bring up. I don't like it when slappers move to the back when they're slapping, but they're in the middle when they're hitting. So I'm here all the time, and then when I cross over, I'm ending up, actually I'm almost out of the box towards the plate. So I really try to take my momentum and take myself towards the shortstop. So it almost overcompensates for me if I'm trying to go to first. So if anything, I'm running towards the pitcher. Worst case scenario, I'm running towards the pitcher. If I end up running towards the shortstop and I'm just getting the contact, my ball, by momentum's sake, will go to the shortstop. So I end up here. Does that make sense?
So you don't go all the way in the back of the box and start out on the side?
No.
Just a normal stance?
Normal stance. I'm here because the true way, if you're slapping correctly, it literally, that's why I pull this foot in, and then I'm making contact in basically, 1.5 steps. Like by the time I'm in contact, my front foot will end up hitting, and then I go. So the classic way of, I would say the like how slappers think they should go is they'll start in the back and they're running, and then they slap maybe at the second step or the third step. So they're always brushing off the top of the line because they're going to be out of the batter's box. Yeah. Now it's actually funny. The real, like the great slappers, they're kicking the line on the inside part. Because ideally, if they're out, like I watched a video on Caitlin Lowe, played at Arizona. She was in the last one team, in case you don't know who she is. Her left foot, up to her ball of her foot, every single time is out of the box. Every single time. Her momentum is going towards that 5-6 hole so much that she's out of the box. She loves getting thrown inside. Or no, sorry, she hates getting thrown inside because everyone throws slappers. The classic pitch to throw slappers outside. Because the bad slappers run towards first. So throw them outside, you can see the pattern. So for her, she's coming across this way, and if she gets thrown inside, that's when a good pitcher knows how to throw her. She said if it comes inside, she's either jumping out of the way, it's gonna hit her, or she's getting so jammed that it's really not ideally going to where she wants it to. But she loves that outside pitch. So she gets that outside pitch, she's pretty much base it every time. And that's where we get thrown. Lefties in general get thrown outside. I do. All lefties I know. Keep doing it. Any more questions?
How do you keep your shoulders closed when you're coming through the slab? We have one, she wants to show me everything she's done through her wheel.
That's where the heel will come into play huge. Because if she, like on the crossover, if she thinks to bring her heel through, it's gonna, it's so hard. It's athletically speaking, if my momentum's coming here and my heel's coming forward, my body will stay here. Now, I can do it, it hurts though. It's hard. I'm working against what my body's trying to do. So that's where the heel, huge. Because if they get their heel here, they're gonna have to, it'll pull their front shoulder close. All right. Oh, last one.
I have one question. I know a lot of people don't teach that step back when they do the slap.
Yeah.
What's the pros and cons between the two?
I feel like, just for me personally, one, my stance. And I'm wider than probably every hitter out there. So I have to, just to be able to get into a running position. So the pro for me is that. And then secondly, the timing mechanism. I need something as another go-to before I take off with that explosive movement. Now, the other slappers that start where they're at and they just go, they just wait longer. So their point is they'll just wait, and they have a longer time to be deceptive. So now they can just take off in that position. So, there's pros and cons to both. I just personally, I like a timing. I need that, and I'm so wide. But you can definitely do it the other way too. It's just on a change up on certain pitches, it's gonna get more full. All right, well, thank you guys.
Have you heard about the great softball coaches clinic that Fastpitch TV is hosting? They have a great lineup of speakers, including softball pitching great Kat Osterman. See all the speakers at www.fastpitch.tv/clinic. I'm sure this clinic's gonna sell out quick, so get your ticket today.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the fourth and final part of Jessica's clinic. Now, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you need to look at all the apps we've made today. At this time, we've created 8 different apps for the iPhone and iPad. Just go to app.fastpitch.tv and you'll see them all. Don't forget to check out our new skills video channel at coacheslook.com. It's a great way for high school players to get noticed by college coaches still being developed. Well, that's all for today, so until next week, this is Gary Leland saying thanks for watching.
This show is a member of the Fastpitch TV network.